Well, good morning everybody. I'm back. I think all the grader is together and going. I think I haven't quite caught up on everything yet, but yeah, everyone has basically went down to a wedding, which was a good 12 to 14 hour drive away, and it's been an interesting few days with children in the car, but that's what it's all about. So anyway, we're all back. We're just currently here at the development block. You might be able to see, if the sun's not too bright, there's a very green tinge behind me. The canola is going really well. So we've had a couple of rain events while I was away. The other guys were still here. And it's just really helped out. We're probably going to be sowing the organic side in a few days, a week or whatever it is, depending where we are actually forecast for some rain tomorrow. That'll obviously hold things off a bit, but not complaining about having rain. But currently, because there is rain forecast tomorrow, we've got 600 hectares of canola to spray today, and it is not flat, even ground. It is undulating, contoured ground. So I'm going to be on the housem. Brad's currently bringing the rogator here from the main farm. It's about 40 kilometres away, so he should be here in 10-15 minutes. And we're both going to get going. So we're going to get both sprayers going to try and get this done today, or as much as we can, because what happens with the canola is, because it's it spreads out fairly well, is once the canopy is full, meaning that all the canola, like all the leaves are touching each other, different plants, and you can't really see the ground, you can't really spray because all the chemical hits the canola and it doesn't hit the weeds you're trying to kill, because the weeds are underneath it all. So you've got a little bit of a window there where you can still see the weeds and spray it and get them before the canola takes over. So that's what's happening. So first things first, I've got to make sure the housem works. Right, all the fluids are topped up, Brad's filling up, and I just got to wait my turn now. Well, we're both going here. You can see Brad's still on his headland. He's doing the bigger paddock, and it's got where the contours are straight up and over, which is a lot easier for that. This can handle the contours on an angle a bit better, so because he can go quicker and he can get more done, we'll give him the easy job. The canola is looking really good. When you're spraying, it's actually really nice to see how it's all going. It's filled in quite nicely, and those little bits of rain we had, you can see some new ones coming through. So some of them, when we planted it, just weren't quite, well, there mustn't have been enough moisture just right on the edge and they didn't come up, but they are now. That's very good to see. Well, might be able to just see Brad right in front of us over there. Might ask him, I've done 40 hectares, I might ask him how much he's up to. I had 5 hectares I'd already done when he started. You there, Brad? Yeah, how many hectares you up to?
I've done 73.
That's a little embarrassing.
I got the knowledge over the paddock on the road. Although, it's a bit like using the D11 to do a garden shed pad.
I do apologise about the squeaky seat. For some reason it's just started to squeak again when I turn the camera on, so I don't quite know what that's all about. Well, I think Brad's coming in for a pit stop, so I think I better hurry up and get this filled up. Don't want to hold him up. Well guys, if you're up for a bit of a mat ramble, I thought this is an absolute excellent way to show a couple of things. Actually, you know what, I'll pull up. A minute won't hurt anybody. So what we can see here is this section here was where we'd recently rock picked, and yeah, we'd cultivated it a few times, so it's very yeah, mixed up, tilled, all of that. And what's happened is when we've come through to sow it, there just hasn't been as much moisture there, and it's actually dried out. And it's kind of hard. We were going reasonably deep with the canola anyway, but we could have probably gone a bit deeper, maybe might have helped, just with these thinner patches. But you can see in all the low areas, you can see where it's grown, and also where the tree is here, there's a big ring around the tree where the tree's sucked out the moisture. So that shows just how sort of marginal the conditions are when we were sowing, and ideally we would have loved to have had more moisture there, and we wouldn't probably have any of these issues. But we also didn't get rain for like 3 or 4 weeks after sowing, and there are some little ones that have actually come up since, but we have to try super hard to conserve whatever moisture we can. In the other section, I'll get going again and I'll show you that. So in the other section where the stubble is, you can see it's thick and going really well, which is yeah, obviously what you want. And it's just a very big transition. So this is what it should look like, coming onto it now, where it's all really thick, really nice. And the stubble, one, it helps shade it, so the sun doesn't dry it out as much, and two, with the wind, it creates a bit of a blanket over the soil, so the wind's not just, it's not exposed to it. And also being a bit, when it's not cultivated, it's a bit more packed together, the soil, so it's less likely to dry out, and yeah, where the wind can get into it and dry it out. So it's it's a tough one. In an ideal world, if you had a lot more rainfall than what we do, then cultivating and that sort of thing, yeah, obviously it works better in some areas than others. So they're anyway, just that's a bit of a mat ramble. Brad's been doing a bit of rambling lately, so I thought I'd better try. Well, it's the next morning. We actually ended up getting a bit more done than what we thought, which is good. So Brad was able to do, I think he totaled, was it 300, nearly 390 hectares, and I did about 200, it was about 205 hectares. So yeah, I only had another 20 hectares to do this morning, which I'm just about to finish off. The rain still hasn't come. Hopefully, I think it might be another couple of hours away, which is good. We want the chemical to be absorbed in that, for a couple of hours before we get rain. So yeah, it's a good result really. So after this, I've got to do a little bit of work on the AFM. That's the plant we use to sow the organic. It's the cultivator and planter with the Gason air cut. So I'm going to hook that up with the Steiger and give it a bit of a check over, make sure there's nothing major that's we need to address. So there's that. And then we'll just see what happens with the rain. But anyway, I'm going to finish up here, flush out and park this thing away. Well, we're back at the main shed, and yeah, I got a little bit distracted trying to figure out why the power is out. But yeah, it's a problem somewhere else. So I don't know. Yeah, hopefully it's not out for too long. But I'm just going to take the Steiger and go and hook up to the other planter. Hopefully, hopefully it's as simple as that. So yeah, this was brought down yesterday. And hopefully I don't get too wet. Here it is. Let's see if I can hook this up first go. I highly doubt it. You never get it first go when you're on camera. Brakes are a bit grabby. Gonna have to lift it up, I think. Yep. Probably hooked up to the JX and parked here. That's probably why. Oh, I should go around the other side. Well, just bear with me while I answer the phone and wind this up. Let's try again. reckon I'm close. Not quite. How do I get that to balance there? Maybe I'll go that way. But what I can do to save coming back out again, because I should be able to see that pin fall in from the cab. See the pin down there. There we go. It's dropped in. Should be enough. There we go. Lift up. I've got most of it in the shed. All the bits I'll need to work on at least anyway, so yeah. I'm just going to give it a quick once over. I'll hook up all the hydraulic hoses. I may even see if I can get the fan in the air cart turning over. And that way, yeah, just make sure the monitoring system's all working. Right, let's hope there's no big bangs. Okay, so we need the pressure to be a lot less on number 5. What run is it? Number 4, sorry. No, we want that extend. Start off at 20. Down to 15. Right, so that's better. See if we can feel air. Yep, bit of wheat come out from last year that was caught in the lines. That's a good way to, I can check it. So I need to tighten up the gaskets there somehow. Alright, so this is why we do this, because this distributor head here, there's an issue. I do not have anything coming out of this one distributor head. So I will investigate that one. Well, I found the problem. There looks to be some mice have had a bit of fun in there and half blocked it up, so I'm not quite sure the best way to deal with that. It's a bit annoying because these little I don't know what you call them here, reducers here, they go from the big pipe to 2 little pipes, and yeah, if that all gets blocked up, it does make it pretty tricky to get it out. So anyway, we'll I'll try a couple of things and go from there, I guess. This could take a while. I don't know if there's any animals in there or not, but there we go. There's the wheat coming out of that one. That wheat coming out of there actually hurts. Well, that'll probably be it for the day, maybe the week, I don't know. I don't know if much is going to happen tomorrow if it's very, very wet. But anyway, we might leave the video there for now. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll catch you in the next one.